Three famous surgeons made an impossible bet. One claimed that he can cut off his own hand and reattach it. Another swore he could replace his heart. The third promised that even after removing his eyes, he could restore his sight. They had performed these tricks countless times before, but one terrible mistake would prove that even masters of medicine can lose control. This is the dark grim fairy tale of the three army surgeons, and you're watching A Veil of Crime. Long ago, three army surgeons traveled across the countryside together. Their skill was legendary. Soldiers and nobles sought their help, and they took immense pride in their abilities. One evening, they arrived at an inn and began boasting about their extraordinary talents. The first surgeon declared that he could slice off his own hand and reattach it by morning. The second claimed that he could remove his heart from his chest and place it back without harm. The third insisted that he could pluck out both of his eyes and restore them before sunrise. The innkeeper listened in disbelief. To prove they were telling the truth, the surgeons proposed a wager. That night, each surgeon performed his gruesome feat. The first carefully severed his hand. The second removed his heart. The third extracted his eyes. The innkeeper locked the body parts in a chest for safekeeping, amazed by what he had witnessed. Confident in their abilities, the surgeons went to sleep, certain that by dawn everything would be restored. But outside the inn, something unexpected was watching. A maid working at the inn had secretly been meeting a soldier. Late that night, she sneaked into the kitchen to prepare food for him. The smell attracted a hungry cat, which stole the surgeon's hand. Moments later, a dog snatched the heart. Panic spread through the kitchen. When the maid realized what had happened, she feared punishment from both the surgeons and the innkeeper. Desperate to hide the disaster, she found replacements. For the missing hand, she took a butchered pig's foot. For the heart, she used one taken from an animal. And for the eyes, she found the eyes of a cat. Then she locked the chest and hoped no one would discover the truth. At sunrise, the surgeons awoke and demanded their belongings. The innkeeper returned the chest, unaware of the switch. Using their remarkable skills, each man restored himself. At first, everything seemed normal, but before long, strange problems emerged. The surgeon with the pig's foot could no longer use his hand properly. The man with the animal heart developed odd cravings and instincts. And the surgeon who had received the cat's eyes found himself staring into dark corners and chasing mice across the floor. Only then did they realize something had gone terribly wrong. The surgeons confronted the innkeeper, who quickly uncovered the maid's deception. She confessed everything: the stolen hand, the missing heart, and the cat's eyes. Furious, the surgeons demanded compensation and left the inn behind. Their wager had proven their skill, but it had also exposed something far more dangerous. Even the greatest experts can make mistakes, and sometimes the smallest error changes a life forever. Unlike many grim stories filled with kings and witches, The Three Army Surgeons is a tale about pride, overconfidence, and terrifying consequences of believing you can control everything, because some experiments should never be attempted. If you enjoyed this dark grim fairy tale, subscribe to follow the series. And if you'd like to support the channel and help keep these stories alive, consider buying me a coffee. Thank you for watching A Veil of Crime.